Let's see what we saw this week. Out on the road, out and about. This one, I want you to keep an eye on my speed. So you'll see when I saw it. I took my foot off, allow everyone to pass me, to go in front, to leave a space. But watch how long this truck kept this one out. So watch the speed on. Let's. Yeah, I'm actually on my hands-free phone, so having a conversation. So watch this now. Right, ready? Oh, now I've seen, at this point I've seen them in my mirror, so watch my speed. Right, now ready? Are you ready? My foot's off. My foot's up. No, I've seen him behind, so I'm allowing them to go. Meanwhile, look at this guy. Who is he? Cemex. He's a... Look. Don't change it. Don't change it. Just get out the bloody way. Look at this ambulance. Now, we can go bigger now. I'm down to 19 miles an hour to let them get in and get past me. So let's go bigger now. Look, and he still hasn't seen him. Still hasn't seen him in the blues and twos. Look, look. It took him till then to. My God. What talk about?
Unbelievable that is.
Yeah, unbelievable that is. Let's back that right up again. Let's back that right up. Where were we? There we are. Hold on now, there we are now. Let's swap that over. Let's keep an eye on the speed. Yeah, so we're going at that speed, right? Watch, keep an eye on the speed. So I've seen him, I've already, oh look. So I've already spotted him in the middle. Watch the speed, I'm cutting off my speed. Took my foot off. I've literally come from a stop to get him, and look how long he hangs out there for. Wow. Well, that's terrible, that is. That's terrible, that is. But we went to that place full of, look, cylinders. Remember we went, them cylinders were going, look, cylinders everywhere. Look, absolutely full of. We went to that place, them cylinders going to Abu Dhabi. Look, this is us winding our way out of the factory. That was full of cylinders, look. You just never know what's on your doorstep. That must be the stuff. They must be made out of them rods, I guess. A whole load of rods and whatever stock. There. How very interesting. Here we go, we gotta go round. Very interesting place. So let's watch this in its entirety. Here he goes. DSV causing one hell of a queue behind him and not giving a damn. And did it really get him anywhere? Hold on, let's turn that volume down. So anyway, he's gone in here. Fine. But what you can't see in the mirror, I must have a camera really. I must have a camera to watch, but now, watch how he comes out. See the traffic still behind him, look. He had quite a queue behind him, but look, he's really cut this guy's nose off. Another cruise control passenger. He's not a driver, is he? Now, you'll see how much of a queue of a tail he's got behind him, and he's not really making a whole load of progress, you know. Why not be a good professional driver and let the guys go? It's 9:30 in the morning. Everybody's, you know, on their way to somewhere from work, and look how long he hangs out the hole. Look, they're still here. There was a huge tail behind him. You know, instead of just pulling over, let the tail go, and when it's clear, come back out again. There's way too many drivers like that. Me. You know, it gives us as truck drivers a bad name. Yeah, just let the cars go, and when it's clear, then overtake something in front, rather than holding them all back. Somebody else that doesn't look deeply into his mirrors to see what was behind him. He had a hell of a tail on him. Yeah, just unnecessary. But obviously, he's one of these idiots that drive around in cruise control and ignores everybody else. He's not a driver, is he? He's a passenger. He's one of these cruise control passengers. Watch this in full. Again, I try and pick the lane. I'm going A5. I pick the lane and stick to it. Around these big roundabouts, they're, you know, they have a lot to be desired. Sometimes a bit too much space, but anyway. Who's at fault here? Definitely this white car is at fault, but why take that risk? Why risk your life? You don't see it yet. Keep watching. Watch that yellow car and watch Mr. Tesco. Mr. Tesco's okay, but watch the white one at the last minute. Watch what he does. Ooh, snipes in front of him. That could have been so bad.
Detected event.
The white car, naughty boy. Let's have a quick look at that again. Where were we? Okay, right. You ready? Watch. Look. Ooh, nearly are coming together. And of course, on the blind side of the car should realise that really the truck had no chance of seeing him there when he was coming in. So dangerous. One more look. The white car has come across, you see, this lane, and this guy's going, he's okay doing what he's doing, but look, he's nearly out of sight of him. Ooh, that was naughty. Wow, that was naughty. So, you know, earlier in the week we went to that Mariah place. So let me just show you how impossible. So we knew we couldn't come from the other way because the bridge was there. So I thought I would just record my route out. And I could see there's a 7.5 ton here, up there, look. So I couldn't have popped my way out of this road because we've got a 7.5 ton limit there. So I couldn't have approached in that way, wherever that came from. So, okay, fine. We'll go on a little further. There's another 7.5 ton limit here. So I couldn't have joined the road here. This was the only way in. And it's fine now, I know it. But if you don't know it, and you know, you're half asleep in the morning, here we are. I couldn't have come from that direction because look, that's a 7.5 ton limit. So I had to come this way.
Detected event.
Shall we push on a bit? Let's just push on slightly to the next junction. Where were we? Yeah, keep pushing on. Let's go along here. See what we find along here. We've come to another junction here, look. Have we? So again, I have to turn. I couldn't have come out from that road. So I couldn't have come from straight on onto this road. I had to join it this way. Can you see, look, 7.5 ton. So whenever that was, I might have been able to come from that way. And we're still recording, aren't we? So, oh, this is another one. This is a different film, I think. Yeah, let me show you something. Hold on. Well, I hadn't come across this before. It was a very odd junction. It's a brand new junction into an industrial estate. And it's something we don't do that often. We don't come across this type of junction. We see them cut the corner, but look, the main road goes straight on, and this is just a roundabout. And from the other side, it looked very, very odd.
To the
So,
left.
because I'd already been down it, I knew of it. So I'm going this way. But look, there's a roundabout there, all on its own to the side. And you come off the roundabout and you come down here. So it's very odd being there and watching traffic coming here plus traffic coming off the island that way. You're thinking, what the? Next time I go up there, I'll take a film of it. It was very odd finding that new sort of, is it a new sort of junction? I don't know. And then if you'd come off the roundabout, you'd end up here, look. You'd come back and join this road. Very odd new junction they've put that there. To come across for the first time. So this is that house move place I had to do. Remember, I did the house move. This is us. Look at this bend. Oh, you don't want any half asleep resident coming round the corner of this, do you? I had to take up the whole road, and they're not used to knowing there's a truck coming up the road.
To the left.
Remember, I went a walkies up here, didn't I? So it was possibly a get out there if you needed it. But it's not really set up for an Arctic to come up here. No. And I had to stuff myself in this place where these furniture removal people are. Yeah. Get on the pavement and jam myself up there. Lovely day though. What a lovely day. Oh, I saw this. Absolutely gorgeous. Watch this. Watch this now. Are you waiting? Right there. Whoa, what's behind this discovery? Look. What's in the trailer behind this discovery? Look at this. Look at this. Fantastic. Wow. I've never seen that before. It's quite a big model, isn't it? That's definitely a model train, isn't it? Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous thing. Look. Triaxle trailer. That's a purpose-built trailer, isn't it? Yeah. Somebody knows how to have a good time. Yeah. Was a lovely thing that was that I saw today. Yeah, lovely. So let's discuss the whole of this today. So here comes Mr. Cruise Control, which is okay. Maybe he thought I was going in the services, but I haven't got a real problem with him. Except again, look, just so slow passing. Anyway, so we've gone past the services. The next danger point is coming out of the services. You have to watch out for them. Anyway, I've got a nice gap in front of me. Mr. Cruise Control is up the side of us here, and this truck's coming out. And at this point I'm thinking, shall I moderate my speed or am I going to fit? No, I'm going to fit. I'm going to go past him before he even wants to come out. It's not going to be an issue with him coming out the services. No, I'm past him for him to go. But anyway, this car pops out in front. So fine, that's okay. So I just ease off, and as you can see, it's wet, slippery weather. So this happens to be this bottom section of the M6. There's been so many fatalities, so many crashes with trucks. You can sometimes get a long queue coming into this Coventry turnoff, so just get out early, keep out the way. So Mr. Cruise Control has been passed and he's going to go out now. Here comes Mr. XPO. Yeah. Which again, considering the weather conditions, he's a little too close to my liking. I would have liked to have kept a better gap. But nevertheless, look, he's closing his gap up now. It's not, Mr. XPO could have done better. So we'll keep going a bit further. Another junction we're going to go past here now. This guy's coming out on the inside, right? He's not going to go off on the junction. So here's this guy here. He's not bad. Look, he's keeping a good distance between him and the truck in front. So, you know, he's fairly well behaved. He's okay. But here comes, let me see, who's coming next? Again, this is a real dodgy, the motorway. It's really busy, lots of junctions. Here comes Coventry. Now here comes Mr. DPD. What's he going to do? And as you can see now, the shower's getting a bit worse. The rain shower is getting a bit heavier. And Mr. DPD is way too close to the truck in front, considering the weather conditions. So he doesn't care about his front, but he doesn't care out the back behind neither. So for me, he's way too close. He's cut me up. Well, he's nearly cut me up. So I'm easing off now. I'm creating my life-giving gap. Let him go, you know what I mean? Let him get out the way. So now I've created, obviously without braking hard on the thing, just take my foot off the throttle, nice and easy. So we've got plenty of room to brake and look after ourselves. And Mr. DPD is on the brakes. And look, did you see that? Again, he not only cut me up, but watch how this guy's coming up on the inside. Did you see him? Should you have let him go by? I think he cut up in front of him. Considering the weather conditions, did he see him or didn't he see him? I wasn't sure about that. There's way too many bad truck drivers out there. Way too many. This was an interesting... We'll watch this for a bit. This was an interesting gaggle of vehicles that passed by. I saw him first. And I thought, oh, well, that's interesting. Some sort of a beetle. So, and then, I think, a person goes to the show and his mates. I thought, there's two people going off to a show. And then I saw this, look, a sheriff's car. I thought, oh, I wonder where they're going. There's a group of people, and then I recorded that because I thought that was interesting. And then, who was behind him was another Need for Speed type car, custom lowered, spoiler on the back. And look, another police one, American police car. Wow! So they were going somewhere very interesting. I would have loved to have followed them and had a closer look, but unfortunately it was my turn to come off. I was turning off, and at this point the weather's just getting worse and worse, and the spray's getting worse, and you just, at this point, just keep away from everybody. Yeah, so if something does catastrophic, another one, I'd say part of the same group going off somewhere to enjoy themselves. So you do see interesting things on the road now and again. So this was the last interesting thing. It's not just this van crossing this line, impatient, just to change, just to pass into this roundabout. But anyway, watch. Found it is something I just saw. Look, this was very interesting. You see, what is it? It was some huge, long tricycle, like a back end. What the hell that was? I don't know. I wasn't quite close enough to it, but it was well interesting. Some sort of a rat trike of some sort that was, in the piddling rain. So it's been a pretty uneventful couple of days on the road, really. And you know, the memory on this is enormous. So I've recorded all the way from 8:10 in the morning, all the way down, there we are, all the way down, all the way, all these films, constantly filming all the way till 6 minutes past 5. So it's been a pretty uneventful week this week. So let's see what next week brings. But my camera will be on and it will be watching, and if I see anything interesting or somebody we can comment on, I will be putting it on. Reggie on the roads, little adventures this week. Pretty dull this week, pretty dull, which is good, which is the way we want it.